Holy Saturday, the silence of victory. It is finished. The King sleeps. On Holy Saturday, the world holds its breath. The cross stands empty. The cross stands empty. The tomb is sealed, and heaven waits. This is the day of divine silence, a silence louder than thunder. The Word who spoke creation into being has fallen silent in death. And yet this silence is not the absence of power. It is the presence of fulfilled purpose. It is the presence of fulfilled purpose. It is finished. With these words, Jesus draws to completion the greatest rescue mission in history. St. Athanasius writes, "The death of Christ was the price of our redemption. He destroyed death by enduring it. The perfect Lamb, unblemished, has been offered. The veil has been torn, the curse reversed." St. Augustine reflects, "What was begun in Eden is now fulfilled on Calvary. The cross is the tree of life restored. Every prophecy, every psalm, every shadow has found its substance in him." And then, one final breath. "Father, into your hands I commit my spirit." This is not surrender to despair. It is the supreme act of trust. Saint Ignatius of Antioch, on his way to martyrdom, echoed this very phrase. To live as Christ lived is to die as he died, trusting fully in the love of the Father. Saint Ambrose beautifully declares, "Christ did not die because he had to, but because he chose to. And in his dying he teaches us how to live." Holy Saturday is not the end. It is the sacred pause between the agony of Friday and the glory of Easter. The tomb is not a feat. It is preparation. In his rest, Jesus descends into death, not as prisoner, but as conqueror. As the church sings, "O death, where is your sting? O hell, where is your victory?" Today the church waits with Mary, in quiet sorrow, but unwavering hope. This is the Sabbath of the new creation. The Creator rests once more, but the dawn is near. In his last words, Jesus gives us everything: redemption, trust, hope. And in the stillness of Holy Saturday, he prepares to give us one more gift: resurrection. It is finished. Into your hands I commit my spirit. The story is just beginning. Like, subscribe, and join us Easter Sunday, Holy Saturday, silence of the tomb, promise of resurrection, a deep Holy Week reflection. The day God was silent. Is this the end or the beginning? Today there is no voice from the mountaintop, no miracle at Cana, no parable whispered in Galilean fields. The silence of the tomb, Holy Saturday, is a paradox, the stillness echoing louder than any sermon. Christ lies in the tomb, the Word made flesh, silent, the light of the world, extinguished. And yet, this silence is pregnant with hope. For in the stillness, the seeds of redemption are germinating. In the dark soil of the grave, the tree of life begins to stir. God has fallen asleep in the flesh, says the ancient homily, and the earth trembles because the King is asleep, descending into death to raise us to life. From the earliest centuries, the Church Fathers have contemplated this day as the harrowing of hell. St. John Chrysostom described Christ's descent into Sheol not as defeat, but as a rescue mission. He entered the realm of the dead, not as prisoner, but as conqueror. Saint Melito of Sardis proclaims, "He rose from the dead and cried aloud, 'Who takes issue with me? Let him stand before me. I have set the condemned man free. I have given the dead life. I have destroyed death.'" Adam and Eve reaching out in the underworld, light breaking through their darkness, Christ's hand extended toward them. Today, a great silence reigns on the earth, echoes the homily. God has died in the flesh and hell trembles with fear. The waiting of Mary, the faith of the Church of Good Friday, was the exhalation of sacrifice. Then Holy Saturday is the inhale of hope, the Church holding its breath, who remains standing. Only one, Mary. St. John Paul, I called her the woman of Holy Saturday. Alone among the disciples, her faith does not waver. She believes, even when all seems lost. Here we find the Church, embodied in Mary, watching, waiting, believing, living in the in-between. And isn't this where we live too? Between the suffering of Good Friday and the joy of Easter Sunday, between pain and promise, between confusion and clarity. Holy Saturday teaches us to wait, to trust even when heaven is silent, in a world filled with noise and urgency. Holy Saturday invites us into the theology of waiting, of hope not yet seen, of victory not yet unveiled. The work of rest in the book of Genesis, God rested on the seventh day. And now, after the work of redemption on the cross, Christ rests in the tomb. This rest is not idleness. It is holy. It is the calm before the cosmic dawn. St. Ephrem writes, "While the body of Jesus lay in the tomb, his soul went to announce liberty to Adam and peace to Eve, to awaken those who slept, awaiting the resurrection. So today, we wait with Mary. We sit with sorrow and yet cling to promise, for the tomb is not the end, it is the gateway. Tomorrow the stone will roll away. Tomorrow death will be conquered. Tomorrow the silence will give way to song. But today, let us wait. Let us believe. Let us rest in the quiet hope that the light will rise again." Prayer. O Christ, who rested in the silence of the tomb, enter the tombs of our hearts and awaken us to your rising light. May we wait with faith and love with the hope of your eternal victory. Amen. If this reflection touched your soul today, please like, share, and subscribe. Join us tomorrow for the dawn of resurrection. Easter Sunday, let us walk this journey together, from death to life, from darkness to eternal light.